Okay, hey, what's happening? I'm here in Colby, Kansas. I've been on this trip out to Denver and then did a little pickup somewhere else. But anyway, had a real crummy day yesterday. Actually, everything was going pretty good until a certain point. You know, I come across Vale, and then I come across Loveland Pass, and then there's one more little stretch of climbing hills and shit on 70 there. And, you know, on this part of the interstate, there's 3 lanes, and I'm traveling in the farthest right lane, right? Like I'm supposed to. And I'm climbing, and up ahead of me is like a Crete or a Schaefer truck. May have been a Crete truck pulling a Schaefer trailer, I don't know. I just remember it was one of those. And he is dragging ass climbing this freaking hill, right? Of course. Of course. He's like governed at like 62 miles an hour. So when he's going to be on this hill, he's going to be really dragging, right? So I look behind me as I approach because I'm coming up on him like super fast climbing this hill. Now I'm 78,000 pounds, so I'm not like flying, but I am compared to this truck. I look in my mirror over here, and there's a car maybe 250, 300 meters behind me, and I hit my left turn signal to say I'm going to get in this center lane and I'm going to pass this guy. Oh, and behind that car is probably another 400 meters behind him are a few cars in the center and the farthest left lane, right? So I hit my left turn signal, and I swear to God, it was like the fucking moment I hit my left turn signal, that guy that's coming up in the center lane hits his left turn signal and moves over to that furthest left lane, right? So boom! All right, I got the clear. I'm going. I go up around that guy. Now all of a sudden, here comes this freaking state trooper comes flying around me, jumps over here, and as I'm getting back into the right lane in front of this truck I just passed, he hits the shoulder. And so I'm looking up, I'm like, well, what the hell do I do now? It's like I'm moving over and he sees that I'm doing that, but he's hitting the freaking shoulder. I'm like, what is this guy's problem? Is he going to give me shit? So I move over and I go by him. He gets right behind me. And then the guy in the Crete truck or whatever is like, hey, flatbed, that trooper just got behind you. I was like, yeah, I know. I said, I didn't do anything wrong. And, well, once we crested the top of the hill and we start going downhill, this guy puts his freaking lights on. And so I'm like going down every freaking gear, you know, and I hit the shoulder downhill like this. And then he comes up and tells me that the car behind me had to slam on their brakes and all this shit, and that it wasn't safe for me to move, and I was doing 45 miles per hour in a 65 mile an hour zone. Now, I don't recall how quick I was going, but I know it was safe. I know that there was no problem with it, and the guy that was closest to me, which was a good distance, like I said, about 250, 300 meters away. And he was a slow vehicle, because I had just passed this car, too. So, when I hit that left turn signal to get in that left lane, he hit his, like I said, almost immediately and moved to the furthest left lane. And when that DOT cop says, or, you know, state trooper, same thing, right? But he's like, that car had to slam on its brakes, and I was like, no, it didn't. And I never argue with these guys. When I get in trouble, I know I've done wrong. You know, I'll say, you know, this is what, I know I'm in trouble. I know I did this, and you got me. You know? But in this situation, this cop was full of shit. I fucking swear he was just full of shit. It was coming up towards the end of the fucking day. And someone pissed him off earlier, and he doesn't like truckers or some shit. Probably doesn't like bikers and who else? I don't know, man. But he decided he was going to give me shit. And I argued with him. And I told him, I said, I never argue with you guys. But in this situation, you're wrong. So I'm like, you know, he keeps me on the side of the road for 45 minutes. I guess he's doing a full DOT, going through my logbook and all this crap, and who knows? I know. All I know is it took 45 minutes of me sitting on that road, and he comes back up, pulls me out, gives me this freaking ticket, says unsafe. Well, let's see. What does it say here? Change lanes when unsafe. $113. Three points off CSA. Now, you might say, oh, it's no big deal and whatever, but the fuck it isn't. The guy pulled me over for no reason. I just ticked him off for some reason. I was perfectly safe and had plenty of room, and the other people knew what I was doing, and they were far enough behind. I got around this guy before anyone could even have trouble with it, and he just wanted to ruin my day. And he did. He ruined a lot of things, man. And it's like, should I go to court and fight this? Should I demand that he brings his dash cam in, or will it not be available? The damn judge will take his side no matter what. But give me a break. It was bullshit. Total fucking bullshit. And now, that's why guys like me really can't stand a lot of the DOT, because you think they're just out to get you. And they are. That's their job, is to get you. And you can just be minding your own freaking business. Everybody's heard all kinds of stories, but DOT, they gotta cut us some slack, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm reliving the situation all over again, and I'm just like getting angry about it. You know? Have a good day.